Yeah,
Oh, we're
hello!
live now?
No, we are
Yeah,
not.
hello!
And by live, I mean we are recording. Tea?
You can call it
Yeah.
whatever you want. So let's open this up with an incredibly massive number of swears, the sort that would really get us demonetized if we're on YouTube, just to make sure.
Cunt.
I'm
Trainee.
allowed
Faggot.
to say. Faggot's
It's-
a good one.
Hear me out. When
Yes.
when the adpocalypse was pretty new on YouTube, and then when they were worried about the whole, YouTube was involved in unfortunate activities involving children, the whole ElsaGate thing, people were
what?
worried about. I don't want to talk about this. People were worried about difficulties with their websites with their videos being designated as for children, and so one of the strategies that people were considering, and this is real, was opening up videos with a string of swear words in order to make sure that they could not be child friendly, so that they could have ads.
Oh yeah, I remember
That's
that.
wild.
Yeah. Because you couldn't be monetized if you were kids content, so everyone was like, no, we're definitely not for kids. Cunt.
I hate children. Honestly, I kill kids every Thursday. You want to watch?
Yes.
What do you
Can you hear
even
me?
do on Thursdays? Should I get this is a cunt-friendly zone sign up again? Oh, where is it? Ah, you won't see it because it's in the OBS only. Cunt-friendly, okay.
Cunt friendly.
Yeah, this is a cunt-friendly zone.
Fucking forgot to draw it again. Oh my god. Whatever.
You forgot to draw something?
Yeah.
Be back in a sec.
No.
This has been trying to bug me to draw. What's his name? The SRG. Ben's the SRPG character doing the cunt pose.
I mean, in fairness, you gotta admit, I've got the swagger to pull it off.
Yes. You have a natural cuntiness.
Yeah, but
Look, he is just jealous.
this is a cunt friendly zone. That goes hard.
Are you waiting for Nazi now?
We're waiting. We're waiting for Nutty's balls to drop. Yes.
That's right, we did the bad ending last time, eh?
Yeah.
I do like bad endings.
Well, it took like 20-ish minutes between making the decision and getting the tiger dodger.
Well,
Wow.
shouldn't you be able to continue just from the tree or whatever?
Tiger dojos are fun.
I think I did a save right before the choice anyway.
I might have. I don't remember.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Oh, you did. No, this is the choice.
Yeah.
You just
Oh,
have
it's
to fight.
highlighted green because I already picked this one.
Yeah. That makes sense. Slay.
Are we all here?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a minute. I want to switch devices for a moment.
Okay.
And Nuz isn't saying anything, so
I'm right
Yeah,
here.
let's wait.
I said I was back.
Oh. Damn. But then when Dia asked, "Oh my god, is everybody here?" you were silent, so I don't know.
Probably because I was still away.
Um.
Well, I said I'm
You
back.
just asked.
Because you
Nuzzy,
didn't hear me, Egg. It's a very simple question.
Okay.
Nuzbert.
Yes?
Peggy is crying that you value my opinion more than you value hers.
Oh, okay.
No, not a lot,
Yeah,
just a
we
little
about
bit.
this.
Also, she says, I'm making pancakes. Make sure he's properly grateful.
I will, of course, make sure that I'm
Yeah.
grateful.
Okay, good.
I'm
Now,
always
properly
grateful.
grateful means not at all, because pancakes...
Depends on who's making them. They can be good.
No, pancakes are mid. If you want a good pancake, either graduate to a waffle or slim down to a crepe. I stand by that.
That's right. It's different
Honestly
for you
based.
guys. I forgot. In French,
What'd you
it's type both ways.
Who the hell's getting married?
What?
All right, fine.
Oh.
I'm not going to run away. To be honest, all this Holy Grail war and Master stuff doesn't feel real to me. But if my only choices are to fight or run, I'll never run away. Even the priest told me that I should be prepared if I'm a mage. That's why I need to decide. Shiroemiya is a mage, even if not yet a fully fledged one. I had always admired Kiritsugu Emiya, and I decided to follow in his footsteps to be a champion of justice. So I need to. I will fight as a master. If you're telling me that the cause of the fire 10 years ago was the Holy Grail War, then I can't let something like that happen again.
God, he's so ugly.
He does that on purpose as far as I can tell.
He does,
He
yes.
just give you a frog stare every time?
No, like, Kirei exists to hurt people. He thinks it's fun.
Hero
Yeah.
Emiya,
Just
I
like
hate your existence.
True.
Anyway, the priest gives me a satisfied smile, as if he likes my answer. I take a deep breath. I'm done wavering. A man has said he's going to fight. I'm going to let Allie out of my room.
Gago.
Bye, Allie. She likes people. The only thing to do from now on is move forward. Head held high, so I can live up to that.
I also like people.
I
Sorry.
shall acknowledge you as Saber's servant.
Nope.
What? Oh, sorry. And I shall acknowledge you as Saber's master. And as of this moment, the Holy Grail War has been accepted. From here on, until only one master remains, Magecraft battles are permitted. Each participant shall put their full efforts into the competition, in accordance with their own principles. And you, Shiro Emiya, are tasked with being the first to die.
I should make nice a little louder.
Bad end.
True.
What was that, Dia?
Need to make nice a little louder. It's okay.
He's loud on my end. Anyway, which of you girly pops wants the narration? Because Nuzzy and I are in scene. Actually, it has to be Dia, because Saber's right outside.
Yes, Saber is
Okay.
outside and Reen is also in the room.
Alright, so it's Dia.
I have to work.
I know,
Priest's
you have
voice.
to.
yeah.
The priest's
Lazy
voice.
Russians.
The priest's voice echoes heavily through the chapel. The declaration is utterly meaningless. Only Tosaka and I are here to hear it anyway. He just rang a metaphorical bell to kick things off as a formality, I guess. Also, I noticed Tosaka is spelled with an H here, but the next is spelled with a U, Tausaka. Interesting.
Her translations.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's that. But before I go home, care to answer a question, Kirei?
I don't mind. This may be the final one, so I shall try to answer as much as I can.
Your Kirei voice low-key sounds like a Trump voice, except if it had lost all of its whimsy.
What?
You're
That's-
Trump.
No, but it's the intonations and shit. Anyways.
That's kind of a really sad thing to hear, to be honest.
Oh, Serene
It
is so
is,
smug.
yeah. Okay, anyways. The no holds bars. Barred, that one. Since you're the overseer, you probably have information on all the other masters. I'm following the association's rules, so you should be able to disclose that to me.
Well, I'm not sure what to do. I really do want to tell you, but I actually do not know the details.
Why is your voice for him so creepy?
Because
He's
he
a
is
creep.
creepy!
He's a creep.
What are you talking about, Tia?
We hate him.
What I do know is that there aren't many legitimate mages this time around, as is the case with Shiro Emiya. I only know 2 masters, or rather, with the inclusion of Shiro Emiya, I know 3. There's the hairdryer again.
Is it Peggy?
No, it's Tia's computer.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Oh yeah, she's making breakfast, I forgot. Anyways, is that so?
Actually, Dia makes breakfast using her computer as a heat source.
Oh.
It's efficient.
That is efficient. Good job, Dia. So you could fry a lot of eggs on there, right?
Hey, Peggy, is that you flirting?
Yeah. Anyways,
oh my gosh.
that's so. But you should. But you at least know the orders the servants were summoned in. You are the overseer.
Well, the first was Berserker. The second was Caster. There was not much difference after that. Archer was summoned a few days back, while Saber was summoned a few hours ago.
You're missing a few there.
Nazi, I want you to try to speak more with your whole body there. Speak from like stomach and chest, not just head voice.
Mm-hmm.
Same voice, but more depth and body to it would be better.
Yeah.
I'm a bully.
True.
I see. And that means.
That was me.
Oh, girly pop.
It's okay.
God. Whatever. It's a
No,
tiny
egg,
line. Who
egg,
gives a shit?
no, egg, you're saying it.
You want me to say? Oh, okay, fine. I see. Then that means
It means the Holy Grail War has officially begun.
started, but okay.
No, it's all right to make small changes like that.
Yeah.
I
As
do all
long
the
as
time.
the meaning is the
Green.
same.
Until the Holy
I know.
Grail War concludes, you are not permitted to set foot in this church. The only time you will be allowed to would be...
If I lost my servant and asked for sanctuary, right? Otherwise, we'll get penalized if we seek for your help.
Correct. You are likely to win, but the church would not simply ignore any marks against you. They would not hesitate to take the Holy Grail from you for whatever asinine reason. That would be the worst possible outcome for me.
You're such a freaking fraud of a priest. A man from the church siding with the Mages Association.
I simply serve God. I do not serve the church.
That's the
Waste.
fucked up answer.
Yeah.
Excuse to say anything.
Listen to you. This is why you're a fraud.
And this is why you're an orphan.
Hey.
Jesus.
Dosaka turns
Good
her
job,
back
Nazi.
on the priest.
Yes.
Without saying goodbye, she makes her way toward the exit.
Such a power move, though.
Hey, is that okay to do, Tosaka? Isn't he your senior? Shouldn't you? Senior as mage, remember. He's apprenticed to her father, as she
Mhm.
was.
Shouldn't she
Shouldn't.
have a little more to say than that? It's narration.
Yeah, no, I got that. It took me
Oh
a
my
sec.
gosh, her hair flipped. Did you see that? It was like almost an animation.
Yeah. I didn't know they did that. Wow.
Well, they like green.
That's true. As they should.
Mm-hmm.
She is the poster girl of the franchise after Saber.
True. It's fine. I'm actually relieved that I can sever ties with him once and for all. You should get out of here too. You don't have any more business here.
Tosaka cuts through the chapel without stopping and leaves the church. I sigh and follow Tosaka. But then
Yeah.
I sense something and turn around. Why is he so close? I don't know when he could have,
old people.
but the priest is right behind me, looking down at me.
What? You got something else to say to me?
I'm talking big, but I take a step back. This priest scares the hell out of me. I don't know what it is. Maybe he just rubs me the wrong way. Whatever it is, I can't make myself like him.
I'm going home if you've got nothing.
I head to the exit, trying to escape his stare. To that moment,
Rejoice, my boy. Your wish will finally come true.
Yoroko Shulman.
the priest,
It's a meme in the franchise.
the priest speaks like he's some kind of divine oracle. Those words, aren't they a reflection of my true feelings? Shiroemi's true intentions that I wasn't even aware of.
What are you saying?
I am sure you know already. Without evil to fight, your wish will never be granted. Even if you don't want to admit it, a hero of justice requires a villain to defeat.
Everything around me seems to go dark. The priest says, Shiroemi's greatest wish and his ugliest wish are two sides of the same coin. That's right. My wish to protect something means that I'm also wishing for something to protect people from.
Why, you?
But I would never wish for something like that. I don't even remember ever desiring that. A wish so unstable just means that what I'm aspiring to is contradictory, and the priest brings it up. As if to say, good thing you have an enemy now.
You needn't sugarcoat it. Your conflict is only natural for a human being.
I try to shake off the priest's words and head outside.
Farewell, Shiro, Emiya. This will be my final warning. Be careful on your way home. The world as you know it is about to change. You will kill or be killed, for you are a master now.
Okay, creep. Bye.
I love breaking teenage boys.
Jesus.
We're not saying that again. So this is the
Yeah.
beginning of the story trying to establish some conflict for Shiro's identity. If he wants to be a hero, Kirei argues, to be a savior, somebody needs to be saved.
Mm-hmm.
You are wishing for this kind of misery. He's also warning that the Holy Grail War is going to put a lot of people in danger. Even though it doesn't seem that way, that's also what he's doing. This is also especially funny that he's saying, I promise your wish shall be granted. Because in 2 of 3 routes, Shiro and Kirei directly fight each other at one point.
That's
Oh.
true, they do.
And it's
open
every
combat.
time.
Yeah.
It's
I
epic
forgot
every
about
time.
that.
It does not happen every time. In one route, they do not fight.
Oh, I said it's epic every time.
Oh, yeah. No, it's epic the second time. The first time, it's not epic. It's a good scene, but it's not like that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
As soon as
Girly
I
pop.
leave, the weight on my shoulders seems to lift. It might be because I'm away from the priest. That might also be because I see Tosaka, conspicuous in her uniform, and the blonde girl in a raincoat. The slightly mismatched sight of those two standing together relieves whatever pressure I felt. Saber is still silent. She looks at me and seems to want to know what I decided.
Yeah, we're going in the same direction until we reach town.
Tosaka starts working, her pace brisk. Saber and I follow suit, and the three of us leave the church grounds. We walk down the hill. We hadn't talked much on the way here, but there's even less conversation on the way back. Even someone as dull as me knows why. After our visit to the church, I accepted my position as a master. That must be why Tosaka is keeping her distance. I get it. But I don't like the idea of seeing Tosaka in that light.
Tosaka, how's your servant?
Eh? If you're wondering, Archer's fine. The injury he sustained from Saber won't be easy to heal, so he won't materialize for a while, though.
Does that mean he isn't by your side?
Oh no, someone to protect.
Nope, he's cooped up in my house. He'd be at a disadvantage if he was ambushed by other servants, so I'm having him prepare to fight by recuperating somewhere safe.
I see. Like my house, I'm sure Tosaka's house is well fortified. Tosaka's house is well fortified against enemies. A mage's home is like a fortress. There's not much chance of defeating them there. Which means enemies tend not to try attacking them at home. The bounded field around our house just notifies us of intruders. Dang thing, that makes a big difference.
By the way, Tosaka, the priest mentioned he was the overseer of the Holy Grail War. Does that mean he knows who your servant is?
He shouldn't know. I've never told him.
I'm just thinking about something, sorry. Hey, Nazi,
Yes?
do you know the term Sha Nakba Imuru?
No.
Okay, then I'll move past it. A conversation for when Dia isn't here. She can still be spoiled. The rest of you are,
Knowledgeable enough.
Uh-huh.
yeah. I know.
It's okay, deal. We're excluding you.
It's just because we don't like you. It's not personal. We
Nothing
just
real.
personally don't like you.
It's not personal. We just personally don't like you.
I have used that line around you guys like 5 times.
Absolutely.
I've only heard it the one time.
It's a good line. It's so mean.
Yeah,
It's
very mean.
It's like sharing is caring, and I just don't care about you. Why am I like this?
Sharing is caring. I don't care about you nearly enough to share.
You want to use the short, pithy version.
I know.
That's true.
Yeah, you got to make sure you're efficient with your murder. One stab, one twist, get out.
Jeez.
The twist is very important. If you've ever, wanted to stab somebody to inflict pain, just
Certain
I recommend
character
the
would
twist.
disagree with being efficient.
I like
Draw it
murder.
out. Save for all the little emotions.
Okay, Joker. All right, I see. You guys seem to get along, so I thought you had.
Where in the world did he get that impression? Oh my god. Anyway.
Because
Hmm?
I'm not going to comment on it. Never mind.
Okay. Emiya, I'm going to give you a little advice. Never tell anybody your servant's identity. No matter how much you trust the other person, you should keep quiet. Otherwise, you'll end up dropping out early.
Huh? What do you mean, Saber's identity?
I'm talking about which hero your servant is. No matter how strong they are, revealing their strengths to others will just lead to a knife in the back. Just ask Saber her true name later. You'll understand when you learn about her. Actually, it might be better if she doesn't tell you because you're, you know.
Yeah.
Why not?
He's a little,
You're a dumbass.
No, it's that his mind can be invaded.
You can't keep secrets. You might have the best chance at keeping the secret if you just don't know.
Yeah, so he's an idiot.
Who do you think I am? I can at least follow a strategy like that.
Are you sure? Does that mean that there's something you're hiding from me?
Something I'm hiding from you? Well,
I feel a hot blush on my cheeks as she looks at me. I shouldn't feel guilty, but I wonder if secretly idolizing her even counts in this context.
See? I don't even know what it is, but your face tells me you're hiding something. And that's why you're not fit for this.
I think that previous pose was Rin's cunty pose.
he uses it a lot, actually.
There's plenty of other good
Plenty
things
of other
about...
good things.
Oh, sorry, that's still your line.
That is,
I'll never forgive you.
evil. Anyways,
War against Russia.
there's plenty of other good things about you, so stop thinking of silly tactics like these.
Uh-huh. Then what about you? If you're mom about your servant needed to that priest, does that mean you don't trust him?
Kire? Of course not. I'm not naive enough to trust him. He's a big hypocrite who switched sides from the church to the Mages Association, yet he still has a seat at the church. He'd spill it to the other masters the second he felt like it.
Exactly accurate. He does whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
Feels
Fuck
like
the
a house.
rules. I
I
make
was
my
very
own.
annoyed.
It's more like, screw the rules, I have Jesus.
Yeah, pretty much.
Screw the rules, I have free will.
God told me it was okay to fuck you over, so I did.
I asked really nicely, and he said that as long as I also kill some heretics, it evens out. Yeah, it turns out Old Testament God was the real one the whole time, and he just loves when you kill people he doesn't like. Big fan. There's this fun video I was watching out there about, why God is such a big believer in abortion and Christians are full of shit. And it just repeatedly makes the point that, yeah, the Bible has, a magic abortion potion, and it's just, a thing that priests give because it's a gift from God. And also God tells people to throw babies to the ground and dash their heads and split their skulls if they belong to the enemy.
Holy shit!
It's, hyper-violent. Honestly, I know the Old Testament is fantastic. It's like a murder guide that also occasionally has some and do what God says in it. It's pretty great. You should read it sometime. He is a big fan of violence, and I'm a big fan of that.
I wonder why modern day Christians and everything don't like the Old Testament. It suits well with their values.
Because they'd have to actually follow the rules in it, and they're giant hypocrites who don't want to actually have to do the things they're supposed to do according to the religion they say they follow. Especially the J-Man. He's like, hey, don't kill people. I mean, I guess.
Is the J-Man related to the G-Man?
No.
Oh.
J-Man was like a communist, right?
No. You couldn't imagine communism in a pre-capitalistic age. It doesn't even make sense.
I mean, true. He hated the rich and
India
gave to the
would
poor,
not- He would
right?
definitely not be. That's called. That's not communism though, and he would not be a Russian.
If you want to call him a proto-hippie, that's reasonably accurate. But he basically made the argument that, the wealth that some people had in their society was theft. That their communities had been broken up by the accumulation of wealth, that debts had broken up families and taken away people's land, that their society had become messed up. And that the way to fix it was to forgive debts, to let people return to the way that they used to live, to restore their communities and their families. if you've ever wondered why "Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife" is a commandment, even though "Thou shalt not commit adultery" is also a commandment, it's because "covet thy neighbor's wife" doesn't refer to adultery. It doesn't refer to wanting to fuck her or fucking her. It refers to taking her as a debt peon, having leverage over the family. They owe you money, and they're unable to pay, so you just take one of their family members to work for you. That was just normal in the ancient world. That's just how it worked. And Jewish scripture basically says, hey, don't do that. Don't be a dick. The point of the commandment is saying don't fuck up families and ruin your community just because you're owed shit. Don't let your personal, needs and feelings of what you're owed stand in the way of your community. And so it is this sort of spirit, and there are things like this throughout Jewish theology, and then in Christian theology, and then in Islamic theology, all that are talking about the idea of not exploiting the people of your own faith financially. And Jesus came about in a time in which people were being exploited and harmed, and he wanted to reverse that. But as the message spread, we kind of got this weird narrative about sin, this new made-up concept that replaced debt and what is owed between people with this kind of imaginary cosmic debt from God, predicated on original sin, and the idea that one time we ate a fig, and so now we know stuff, and God's mad about it. In short, religion is always alienated from its past context because it was part of the way that people used to understand the world. It lingers now because of communal bonds and political uses and personal identity. But it's not the same thing because absent that context, it doesn't mean anything. So it means whatever people say it does.
Also,
TLDR, God isn't real, fuck you.
And Jesus was a saver class.
Shut up! We're not doing this! That's a Fate Extra thing. Also, you couldn't summon Jesus. Jesus is too high of a creature. He is actually considered a divine spirit, which is a higher class than a heroic spirit. You can't summon him.
Same thing with Buddha.
No, you can summon Buddha, in theory. You just need to...
saver class.
Buddha qualifies for saber class, but Buddha was a regular human. Whereas Jesus in most theology is at least part divine. Depends on who you talk to. So you can summon Buddha in theory in the right conditions. You can't summon Jesus.
Aren't a lot of heroes part divine, like Hercules?
Different level of divine.
Yeah.
Jesus claims to be, or like Jesus' mythology claims he is at once the Son of God, God, and also a mortal man.
A walking contradiction.
Don't ask me about Trinitarian theology. Christianity isn't interesting enough for me to do this for you. I don't like Christianity. I don't hate it, but I don't like it.
Christianity is just not that interesting to begin with.
So the debates in the early days are interesting, but as it went on with time, it became kind of stupid. And if you want it to be interesting, you'd have to study like the history and the society and the political institutions of the time and how they all informed one another. And frankly, I'm not actually a medievalist, so I'm not interested.
Anyway, that was a whole tangent.
Anyway, girly pops. TLDR, God is a superstition and all prophets are false.
The only thing that's real is booze.
God, if we actually uploaded this and had an audience, I'd get executed. It'd be great.
Yeah, probably.
I would totally resurrect immediately.
Rin doesn't like Kirei. That's what we need to take away from this.
Yep.
Nobody likes Kirei. God doesn't like Kirei.
I think Kirei likes Kirei.
Kirei doesn't bother liking Kirei. He's busy liking hurting people.
Yeah. And that's why he shall eat this spicy mapu tofu while you watch him.
People say it's because he enjoys that the mapo tofu causes pain. That actually is just his taste. He just likes spicy food. There's nothing to it. It's really funny. Kirei likes absurdly spicy food, like the sort that could kill you.
Spicy food can
I don't know why either.
So like 1,000,000 Scoville units will be like just like like a slight appetizer to the main course. That would be his meal.
He's an interesting fella.
I guess Tasaka really doesn't
Really
like
bitch.
that, trust that priest. I I'm a little relieved, but at the same time her tone of voice also conveys a sort of closeness with the priest. Do I read too fast?
No?
Be
No.
faster.
Fast is always good. Faster is always better.
We cross the bridge. There's nothing else to talk about. A frosty white breath hangs in the white air, winter air. The faint sound of flowing water bubbles up from beneath the bridge where we walk in the streetlight's illumination. All of those small details etch themselves into my memory. Only I don't think to look at Tosaka's face. It feels like more of a rarity to be walking beside her like this than it does to see her face. Me, Tosaka, and a girl called Saber, about whom I know nothing. The three of us, without doing anything in particular, walk back to our homes. We reach the intersection. It is where we will have to separate, as our homes are the opposite directions.
We should split up here. I've done my duty, and things would get complicated if we stuck together any longer. We should probably part ways amicably, and tomorrow we'll become enemies. Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, the
You're telling me
misery.
I get to fight my crush? Oh yeah. That does it for me.
No way.
I think she's
Oh my
trying to
god,
bring
Ben needs to
closure
make
to
Ed
our
Peg submit to her.
ambiguous relationship. Tosaka starts talking but suddenly cuts off. And then I realize something. She didn't explain the rules to me out of obligation. She was only trying to help me, as I knew absolutely nothing, to make things fair for me. That's why the moment things have been explained, everything goes back to normal. All that's left is for us to fight each other as masters.
Hmm?
That would make her last words to me strange. Tosaka must have meant it would be hard to fight if she feels empathy for me. For
Breakfast has
Tosaka,
been served.
everything that happened tonight was unnecessary.
I'll be back. Breakfast time.
Generally embedded quotes you've been able to read for yourself. If you want to yield them to the person, you should ask them. Always send a signal. So,
Okay. Did someone disconnect? Oh, Nazi did.
Naz said he'd be back.
Okay, so can you read the quote, Egg?
Yeah. Things would get complicated if we stuck together any longer.
If that's how she feels, she shouldn't have gotten involved with me to begin with. She's smart enough to know that. But she helped me, even knowing it wouldn't benefit her in any way. And that's how I know she had no ulterior motive for doing what she did tonight. She did it purely out of the kindness of her heart. Tosaka is totally different now that she usually is at school. She's harsh and unfriendly at school, and that's putting it mildly. Seeing her right now, I want to ask why the hell she acts the way she does at school. Honestly, the difference is at the level of fraud. But either way, Rin Tosaka is also exactly what everyone thinks she is.
you know, you're a good person, Tosaka.
Huh? Where did that come from? Flattery won't make me go easy on you.
I know that. She had to tell me it would be a pain to be empathetic because she isn't going to go easy on me.
I know, but I would rather not be enemies with you, because I like people like you. Flush time.
Hole.
I heard Tosaka's house is in the residential district with all the western houses in the opposite direction of my house. She took care of me up until now, so I'd like to walk her home.
Anyway, don't forget to run to the church the moment that your servant is killed. At least you'll live if you do that.
Oh, sorry. I'm not sure about that, but I'll still take your advice. Anyway, I don't think that'll happen, since I'm likely to die before Saber.
He is correct.
I've calmly assessed the situation. Tosaka's reaction is once again puzzling. After that weary sigh, she glances at Saber.
Fine. I won't warn you anymore. At this point, it would be really just an act of empathy. Just be careful. Saber may be strong, but it's all over for you. The master winds up dead.
She turns around and starts walking. And yet, she stops dead in her tracks as if she's seen a ghost.
Tosaka?
The moment I call out to her, a stinging pain shoots through my left hand.
Stinging.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, it's your girly.
It's your girly.
Are you two done chatting? A young voice echoes in the night. The sing-song tones comes unmistakably from a young girl. My eyes are drawn to the top of the hill. I hadn't noticed the clouds parting, now the brilliant moon illuminates the sky. And there,
Was a moon.
True. Oh my god.
she's so tiny.
She's so small, but Berserker's also just gigantic. So.
Just to be clear, her body is 10 years old.
What do you mean her
Right.
body?
She is stuck at 10 because she doesn't get to have any more growth hormone. It
Is
is
she a
not.
vampire?
No, she just.
Just
It's
a
got magic
thousand-
shit, but she's generally human.
Just a 1,000-year-old dragon girl, okay.
No, what are you talking about? Only 938.
I'm gonna need to
Don't
watch.
discriminate. Imagine if I called you 30 years old. Don't
Anyway,
round up somebody's age. That's rude.
Should you take up the narration again, Ben, since Dia actually has lines now?
I mean, but so do I. Either way. The shadow
yeah, but your
looms.
character.
The shadow looms.
It'll be Nosebirds when he gets back, unless he's bad at it.
She didn't even hear.
Who is not Berserker?
No.
No, because I was saying that maybe Ben should take back the narration since A, you've been at it for a bit, B, it's his character, and C, you have a character to voice now.
No. It's a strange shade that seems out of place in the darkened town. Is this me? Berserker?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nope.
no, that's Tosaka.
Remember what I told you at the end of the last one? When we're not sure whose line it is, just click the button.
Yeah, true.
I assumed it was, because I didn't know Tosaka could just be like, oh, that's obviously Berserker. But then I remembered he looks like that, so maybe it makes sense. Anyways.
He's
Berserker.
like, what if a beefcake dreamed of a beefcake, and that beefcake also dreamed of a beefcake, and it kept going until the world ran out of beef, and it was all in one cake.
Yeah. That is him.
I'm not familiar with the word Tosaka whispers. I don't even need to ask. It's definitely a servant. Gives off an overwhelming aura of death that surpasses even the fire from 10 years ago. Good evening, brother. This is the second time we've met. The girl smiles. Your innocence sends a chill up my spine.
I think I should take the narration. Also, I like this graphic.
There, go ahead and
No.
take it.
The chill goes deeper than that. It's not just my body. Even my mind freezes. That thing is a monster.
The girl or the big guy?
Well, actually, he's talking about the moon. I'm not even looking into its eyes, but its intimidating presence paralyzes me. My instincts tell me I'm dead the instant I move. It feels like someone is pressing a knife against my exposed stomach. Crap. He's definitely in a different league. While all I manage is to do is stand there, paralyzed. Oh, no, that was your line. Girly pop.
Oh. Crap. He's definitely in a different league.
While all I managed to do is stand there, paralyzed, Tosaka is composed enough to brace herself. Even that seems futile. I can only see her back, but I still sense her despair.
Huh? Oh, your servant's resting. That's no fun. I said I would get rid of two at once.
The young girl seems displeased as she stands at the top of the hill looking down on us. This is even worse. That girl knows that Tosaka's servant is not here. And then? The girl bows gracefully, which seems wildly out of place given the current mood.
Very nice to meet you, Rin. My name is Ilya. Perhaps you might recognize the name Ilyasvel von Heinsberg better?
Iceburn.
Tosaka trembles lightly, seeming to recognize the name. The girl smiles, seemingly delighted by Tosaka's reaction.
Then here we go. Kill them, Berserker!
In a sing-song voice, the girl orders the monstrosity behind her. The giant jumps. In a single leap, this berserker sails all the way from the top of the hill to its bottom, where we stand.
Shiro, get back.
Saber surges forward. Her raincoat flutters off her shoulders, blocking my view for a moment. First up once again. Saber runs towards where Berserker is about to land. Berserker lands, kicking up a small torrent of air in its wake. The two meet almost simultaneously. The very air shakes. Saber stomps Berserker's rock-like sword with her invisible sword. Saber's mouth twists as she strains. And then, Berserker's giant sword moves in a flash, creating a whirlwind. Thunder. The clash of swords, almost tearing the air, ends in Saber's defeat. I hear something skidding. Saber blocks Berserker's giant sword with her own, but the impact pushes her backwards.
Are you here to know Ransang?
Been doing them. Are they not coming through?
They're not
Yeah, I
coming
didn't
through.
hear
That's
anything.
annoying. Hold on.
You know, Egg, if you need
I'll have to
grunting
exaggerate
practice,
more. I'm killing you, Ben.
you can try.
Okay, anyway.
Saber buckles. The copper-skinned servant follows her. The monster swings its giant sword again and again, as if it knows how to do nothing else. Saber continues to block it with her sword, unable to dodge the strikes. Saber's sword being invisible doesn't matter. She needs to put all her strength into blocking his attacks, or she's dead for sure. Saber's left with no choice but to remain on the defensive. The only chance Saber has of winning is to find an opportunity to strike between Berserker's attacks. And yet, that's only if Berserker leaves her an opening. His massive black rock sword moves like a raging storm. Oof, that's really tough. Raging storm?
Like Stormlight?
Okay, no joke. He is enormous. Despite his size and unwieldy weapon, Berserker is faster than Saber. Well, yeah, he's taking extra turns.
He's mastered Fuck It, We Ball.
Okay, the joke is that Raging Storm is Edelgard's art with Eimer, her super weapon, which takes an extra turn.
Oh, that's what it's called.
That's what you were referencing.
You'd think you'd recognize that.
Yeah.
I should play
You
Three
both are fans of
Houses.
Girly Pop. Oh yeah, Girly Pop hasn't played Girly Pop 3 Houses.
I forgot you haven't yet.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
Did you know that that game takes forever and that you would probably spend all of your time fishing?
True.
I spent a while fishing.
Oh, you've played, just didn't finish?
Yeah. Do you keep forgetting?
Why do you just not finish things? His unrelenting attacks just smash whatever is in his way. That's all.
Speaking of finishing things, I need to play Path of the Midnight Sun.
Yeah, you got how many days left?
5
Negative
after
2.
this?
But it's enough to be effective. As long as he retains his overwhelming speed and power, he doesn't really need technique. Yeah, around 4 or 5 days until we block you. Humans devise technique to compensate for their own weaknesses. That giant, that monster, he has no weakness. Run! The only thing I can manage to say. My body is completely frozen. That thing cannot be beaten. Saber is going to die. That's why she needs to run. It'd be easy if it was just her that needed to flee. Of course, she knows that perfectly well. Oh, that's not good. My body may be paralyzed, but my mind is still working. The raging storm of death simply won't let up.
But what if you punch the little girl?
True.
But that would be illegal.
So is killing people then.
No, it isn't. This is Japan.
True.
Haven't you ever been to Japan? They're all constantly fighting samurai duels all day.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I was talking with someone earlier about the stupid like weird internet rightoids being mad at Assassin's Creed Shadows having the Black Samurai.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you people? He's cool, go away. There are 20 trillion other samurai games, get a life.
Yeah.
People being cringe is so cringe. Anyway, Saber retreats, unable to block it all. And then the final unblockable blow comes. Saber hangs in the air. Twisting her body impossibly, Saber manages to defend against Berserker's titanic swing. All she can do to defend herself from the fatal blow. But because she can't completely brace against the giant's tremendous swing, his attack sends her flying. After sailing in a wide arc, she falls to the ground. Just before her back hits the ground, Saber turns in midair and lands on her feet.
Go through, did it.
Try again. She manages to compose herself. But crimson blood stains her chest. I'm such an idiot. I've completely forgotten something crucial. I don't know how many times servants can fight in a day, but this is Saber's third battle.
Third. She fought
Lancer. Archer.
Oh right, she knew
She-
to fight Archer.
Yeah.
She
not for
chased
long,
off
but they
Lancer,
did.
she crushed Archer in a quick overwhelming attack. Now she's fighting Berserker.
Mm-hmm.
Berserker is taxing to fight. Part of what's going on there is that Ilya has basically infinite mana, so she can just, like, feed him energy to do whatever the fuck he wants. Interestingly, Saber is even more bullshit with infinite energy, and Archer arguably just as much. Those are the three servants among the whole ones in the war who are the most bullshit with a lot of mana, probably.
Mm-hmm. Just get more mana.
Yeah, I just think that's interesting. If Ilya had one of those other two, she might actually be invincible. Berserker's incredible. It's just the other two are better fit for her. Her family chose it because they were mad at their servant last time. You know what that servant's name was?
I do.
Eh?
Diapop?
Who's servant?
The Ironsburn.
No idea. Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Okay. No idea. I get it. Ha 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 ha.
Anyways, read the line.
Bitch. Top of that, Saber still hasn't healed the from the wound Lancer inflicted on her chest earlier. Not the chest. That's the best part of the woman.
Kill.
You're right. It's the second best after the face.
That was me grunting at Ben not reading the line.
Saber shifts her guard to protect her chest. Berserker moves in like a violent wind, striking at Saber while she's hampered by her wound. His blows rain down on her back.
Wir still Eichenburn. Yeah.
That's a mess.
I speak that language.
The bee looking thing is down below, I think. You should try again.
How do you do the bee looking thing again?
Like
What sound is that?
Give it the S of somebody who's lisping.
Dude, someone's lisping?
Give it the S of somebody lisping.
Okay. Wir still Eisenberg.
We're not gonna make her learn German, Dia.
I don't know that language, man. Can do
I mean,
English
you
and
speak-
French, but not German.
Why would somebody want to speak Frankish? German is much better for telling somebody that you're going to kill them.
Yeah, man, it wasn't my choice. It's a geographical disorder, okay?
I'm sorry, you're right. I shouldn't discriminate.
Exactly.
I still don't know what kind of magecraft Tosaka used, but something burst against Berserker's body. From the amount of magical energy I can feel, the impact must have been equivalent to a large caliber pistol. Even that is meaningless. It barely even scratches him. He isn't nullifying magical energy like what Saber does. The attack just doesn't affect him.
His skin hardens in response to physical trauma.
His noble phantasm is his skin.
Is that real?
Ridiculously durable.
His noble phantasm is his body, but especially his skin.
Yep.
Despite that, Tosaka continues to cast her spell. Berserker just ignores Tosaka's spells and charges at Saber.
Gah!
Saber painfully lifts her head. She readies her sword, intent on continuing the fight. The sight of her in so much pain gets me moving again. No! Run, Saber! Yell with all my might. She hears me. But she braces herself to confront an enemy she can't possibly compete with. Berserker's attacks are relentless. Saber weakens with every block. The end slowly creeps up on her. Where in that small frame of hers does such power come from?
Oh yeah, I forgot Saber was tiny.
Cute.
She's like, what, like 5'1"?
Or so.
One moment. Saber doesn't retreat. She endures the great sword's furious attacks and tries to push Berserker back with sheer vigor. Yeah, 154 centimeters, so between 5 and 5'1".
Okay.
She has no chance of winning.
Holy shit.
Even though she knows her demise is inevitable, she holds her ground adamantly.
What? BS something broke? Yeah?
Pause.
Pause.
It says some browser source is broken, I think.
Annoying.
Gonna press close and hope nothing breaks. Okay. I think nothing happened, nothing changed. Did you read that line?
I did, but are you sure we're going to continue?
Yeah. Everything seems to work.
Okay. Okay. Then we'll continue. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't going to be any continued issue. So you can go. Next line. Maybe it sensed something from her. I'm sorry. Let me help with that.
Cut out for half of that, but that was cool.
Is this an actual
I'm
line?
sorry. I had to do the goofy thing once. Now let me go get something from my throat.
Like, look, this is an
Oh,
actual line.
It is an actual line. He gets lines like that. That's all he gets. He gets one spoken line.
Oh. Should we take over the narration while Ben is gone?
I mean...
Yeah, that would be
probably
mean,
won't be that
right?
long. It's not necessarily a thing about being mean, it's just that I don't think he'll be that long.
Where is Nazi anyway? Now I want pancakes too.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, probably just went to go eat with Peggy.
Pancakes.
Probably try
Food.
texting him if you feel like it.
Maybe I should have had lunch before recording.
Probably. Can take a break later.
Yeah, we can take
can
a
grab
break
something
to
to
eat between
Probably after
recording
this
parts.
scene. Yeah.
Maybe I will go buy groceries even.
You could.
I couldn't do that. Take like an hour
You could
break.
do that.
So, how has your week been?
It's alright. I mostly just went to work, did my own little thing, hung out with friends.
Pee!
Yippee! How about your week? Other than losing to Ben at Warcraft.
Oh, it was losing to Ben in Warcraft and then coping.
Yeah.
How's your Warcraft journey?
I played through half of the human campaign, and then I haven't had like time or the brain power to continue learning until, or since then, I mean.
Oh, what mission
Because
was
I've
it?
been like going to work. Huh?
What mission was it?
It was... I remember I was running around the map, there was some bridge that was collapsed, and it was like the human guys were chasing down some summoner guy. It was really easy, it was just annoying to find where the guy was, because I didn't register that there's a gate I could go through. So I was just going everywhere but there.
I think Lily is way ahead of you.
Yeah, probably. She's had the game for much longer than I have.
By like a couple days. Not
Hi,
much
girlies.
longer.
Hi.
Hi, girly.
I obtained a cold drink, Motrin for my throat because it's an anti-inflammatory and screaming will destroy you. And I went to the bathroom and I made fun of somebody. Oh, and said hi to a visitor to the house who is very nice and sweet.
Nice.
Nice.
If you're gonna be gone for so long, maybe I should have gone to the bathroom as well.
Well, I told you that I'd be back, not that I'd be right back.
You fake creature and your technicalities.
I will always win on technicalities. Anyway, you can take back over in narration, Dia. I want to give my throat as much rest as I can after that.
Maybe you should have said it before you went. But okay. The monster sound until now suddenly roars. Its attacks are impossible to block. Its attacks rain down on her, her defense is flawless. The one strike finally sends her flying. Slam. The sound of something falling in the distance. Fresh blood stains her armor. Hello, Nazi.
Oh, hey, we've got our new narrator.
Hi, narrator.
Back to
Narrator,
work, you
actually.
little guy.
Nuz.
We're waiting for Nuz.
Hello.
Hi.
Pancakes have been consumed.
That is a
I'm
wonderful thing to
jealous.
hear. Thank you for
I
telling
should get
us.
some pancakes.
I'm so very happy for you.
Thank
in
you,
the
Ben.
shop.
I appreciate it.
You know, I'm a really good friend. Everybody
are.
says so.
I think of
Yeah.
my A bit of the milk I have in the fridge is about to spoil, so maybe I should make it into pancakes. But
So
yeah,
what I missed while I was eating delicious breakfast?
The girls are fighting.
the girls are
The girls are fighting?
Again?
Girls are fighting. Yeah.
Why are the girls fighting?
But yeah, Nazi, you're the narrator
Fire.
now. Chop chop.
Oh, okay. Fresh blood stains her armor. Her small frame shouldn't be able to rise. And yet...
Look at her go.
Girly Pop, don't quit.
That invisible sword goes hard.
No.
No.
It's a great image. There are a lot of good ones in this.
I like how both of you said no, so it's like most Shira and her.
This could be a displayed poster. She stands up without thinking. Her actions say that she needs to keep going, or else I'll be killed. Her actions. I realize I made a foolish decision.
Do servants feel pain at the same level as humans
Yes, they
do?
do.
Yes, they do. Yes, Berserker stops after defeating Saber. Doesn't so much as look at Tosaka or me. It just waits for its master's orders.
You can't win. My Berserker is the greatest hero of Greece.
Why is she just telling us that?
Literally, she literally did the exact opposite of like VPN.
Yeah, literally. She's like, hey, by the way, this is who my guy is.
Gee, I have Hercules. You can't win.
That's
What? The
Hercules.
greatest hero of Greece? Don't tell me he's...
That's right. That demon before you is Heracles. He's the most atrocious monster ever. He's on a different level than any of the heroes you two could summon and handle.
Girl calling herself Ilya narrows her eyes in joy. Her eyes express elation from the anticipation of finishing off her enemies. There's no need to ask who she is expecting to kill. Saber. And what will I do?
I don't know, die.
Probably.
Guess I'll die. Shrugs shoulders. Am I going to fight that monster instead? Fight is a strong word.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Especially when accompanied with that still image.
Yep.
Nope, I can't do that.
Are industrial level explosives legal in a mage duel? Can you just blow him up?
Yes. You could, it just wouldn't do anything.
It wouldn't?
Not really. This is ironically Heracles' weakest class he could be summoned in, but I will not say
Not his
anything else about
weakest,
that.
but what a bad choice for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Heracles should be more of an archer.
Yeah, that's
And
what the
that's
legends
ironically-
actually say.
And
That's
that's
the
ironically
actual
the
answer,
best
yeah.
class probably he could get, yeah. Just getting near that thing without being prepared would be enough to stop my heart. I'm going to...
Well, one of those is an obvious lose.
Yep. Are we
Maybe
going
we
back
should get
to
the
see
first
Taiga?
bad end.
What do you mean first? You've already gotten a bad end.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for it.
Oh, he wasn't there for it. He missed the Taiga dojo.
I wasn't there for it, therefore it never happened, therefore this is the first bad end.
Wow.
That's false.
For me it is. I'm like 5 months old, I don't have object permanence.
God, do we go for
Oh,
the
that's
bad
fair.
end and
I forgot.
then do a break? Or just go forward? The proper
We
route
could.
and then take a break.
I already had my break, so why do you guys need one?
Oh my god.
Nusbert, you are not the important one here. I am right here, okay, buddy?
I know, and I've already sent pancakes to you.
You said
thank
you were
you.
hungry, right?
Pancakes.
Allie needed food.
Pancakes.
She did.
Pancakes.
Freshly
Pancakes.
made.
Oh, you're so
Yeah,
good to her.
you were hungry, right? Yeah, you wanted to go
Pancakes.
grocery shopping or whatever.
Yeah.
So we should probably do the bad ending, then take a break so that you can eat, and then we can come back to do the actual.
Sounds good.
Then we can do the correct choice. Yes. Wait, hold it. Tia, you can take over narration.
Okay. I'm going to get away from this place. Saber can't win against that monster. If I let her keep fighting, she's dead. And then...
Tosaka, this way!
I take Tosaka's hand and run. If that girl is really after us, she'll definitely give chase. That means Saber might leave and we might have a chance to survive if we can get somewhere. That means Saber might leave and we might have a chance to survive if we get... Give me a moment. It's all
No, I'm not
seconds.
going to give you any moments.
That means Saber might leave and we might have a chance to survive if we can get somewhere there are people. I think that's...
Wait, we can't turn our backs on him.
What?
I think this might actually be the correct route. She shakes
No.
me off.
No.
No way. Nobody would ever abandon Saber. Have you seen how cute she is?
Not even Rin would abandon Saver.
And then
What do you
there's
mean,
the
not
Flash.
even Rin? Rin's a good girl.
Tosaka moves in to protect my defenseless back. Oh. Yeah, this is definitely not the real route.
Yeah.
I think this is Tosaka dying. So
No.
I'm-
Nope. Nope.
No.
No, it's definitely Tosaka.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Cringe.
Can you make a dying sound?
Fine. Not that it
I want it
picks
to be
up
as
my
realistic as
sound.
possible, so please kill yourself so that I can hear it.
I'm going to
I was
kill
about to
you
say,
after
Egg,
I die.
Egg, it's the same disgusted sounds you'd probably make at Ben whenever he flirts with you in chat.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good choice.
Like that.
No?
Did that go
I
through?
actually didn't hear it at all.
Yeah,
Nope,
that
didn't
didn't
go
pick
through.
up.
Oh my god. Okay, fine.
I've actually,
Okay.
when I've had to do these a lot, I usually get close to the mic and make sure that I give it a lot of voice because it's a bitch like
Hold on,
that.
I'll get
You make sure
closer.
to give it a lot of throat.
Nuzzy,
Yes.
I have an agent in your house making you food. I can get you poisoned.
That's okay. I'm fine with that.
Oh
See,
yeah,
that
that's
last
right.
one didn't go through, did it?
He has the eat anything ability. I forgot about that.
Yes. I'm gluttony.
Did the grunt go through?
No,
I don't think so.
Again?
Do it again.
I don't like you.
Tabarnak, 1 sec. I'm gonna go into my settings. I'm gonna turn off the voice thing. Because apparently it doesn't want to pick up normally.
Do you
Right.
have
Remember,
noise
my
suppression
throat,
on?
Egg.
I did have noise suppression on, but now I don't. So now it'll probably pick up
No.
the thingy. Probably. Hopefully. I think that was the right setting.
Noise suppression is one of the
Anyways.
worst.
Now it's the third dying grunt for me. Did that go through?
No!
Oh,
Oh my
I told you it wouldn't!
yes! Okay, fine. Fine. Hey. Youch! How's that?
That barely came through either.
Yeah, this is not a Tom and Jerry cartoon.
I think we might go with Youch.
See, DS said it's okay.
Yes, but Dia doesn't get a vote. Only men do.
Oh, okay.
Egg, do you want Ben to make the sound for you?
No.
Ben
I'm
literally
stubborn.
did.
I just want to point out how fun it is to validate a trans person's identity by saying you can't do that, only men can.
Yes, it is fun. I thought about it as well.
It's a really good gag, and I do that with Dia a lot.
I was also thinking of going, no, I'm actually a man in this instant. But no.
I would have immediately dropped the call after making a scream, and then left.
I believe it.
and then he'd never come back, and then they would be ruined.
I'll be back.
And then next stream he'd be back and be like, "The day is saved."
She
Anyway,
takes
are
the
we
blood that
rolling
was
with
being
the
meant
ouch or
for
not?
me.
Anyway,
Okay.
Egg, make the dying sounds again.
Oh shit,
No,
we
I already
need
said youch.
Ben for that.
It's fine. Now's your Ben for this line.
Oh yay! Suck.
She turns her face towards me, and I see her pained expression. Red stains her
That got
lips.
picked up.
She looks down almost curiously at the sword impaling her chest.
What the hell was I thinking?
Is that a question about her trying to protect me, or just taking Berserker's attack? Tosuka tilts her hand, admitting that it had all been useless from the start.
The church. Go to Kire.
Almost the instant she's spoken those words, Berserker hurls her body to the ground. That's you, Nazi.
Ah.
My body reacts before I can think. Dark giant looms before me. As the monster throws Tosuka's body to the ground, I see the opportunity to run away.
We heard like the first sound, and it was so small and
Yeah,
quiet.
it's just ah.
Really?
You know this video? That video of fucking TF2 Scout just backflipping and then disappearing as he goes, oh! It was that.
No,
Yeah,
that
it was exactly that.
That's just perfect.
Do you have noise suppression
That's
on,
actually
Nazi?
perfect. I do not.
Okay, good. It still didn't pick up.
Ah!
Lol. It's
A
okay, you can
Vitas
just be like me and go, ah!
like an animal jumping through a ring of fire. Oh, he's running away. Brother is so cute, thinking he can run away from Berserker.
He's such a cute little guy for he could get away with that.
I run. Tosuka's words echo in my head. The church. I need to run up the hill and reach the church. Go to the church and ask Kutamina for help. I need to do that, or else Tosuka will die. I think he's coping. And Saber will
Yes.
die.
Oh yeah.
I won't be able to help either of them, and I'll die too.
Blech.
I feel a blow to my back, but it's not a sword. The giant's dozer blade hands. The giant's dozer blade hands strike my back, sending me flying. Oh, graveyard, convenient.
Oh, here comes Ben again.
Valley. She has returned. Victory and justice are mine.
You knucklehead! I told you not to kill him quickly. Can you not even do something as simple as that? You useless brute. If you disobey my orders again, I'll keep killing you until you're only left with your very last life. Berserker has
So she gives away
multiple
his
legs.
noble phantasm.
Yep.
Yeah.
He responds.
Garg.
Yeah.
Gargle.
Just because everybody else knows this and it's like not a huge deal. His noble phantasm is he has 12 lives.
Like the 12 lamers? Okay.
He's even better than the cat.
Yeah, that's
So-
a lot of times we'd have to kill this fucking brute.
So the way his noble phantasm works is it's the ability to do the impossible 12 times. Because that's his legend. That's what the 12 labors are. Things that are supposed to not be things a human being can do.
Makes
And that
sense.
impossible thing has come back to life. But just like the labors, they're each different. He has to die a different way 12 times. And each death has to be impressive.
Interesting.
So he is an obscenely difficult servant to kill.
And
need
plus there are
12.
also the 3 command seals. on top of those 12 lamers. Oh.
Not to mention, Ilya has so much mana, she can recharge his lives, in theory. So, like, he can grow them back.
Not stopping him from hurling fireballs.
Because it's better just giving the magic mana to Heracles.
More or less. So, the other thing is, every death has to be impressive. It has to be a labor, just like his was. Killing him is going through the 12 labors. So you have to do something that impressive. You need an A-rank attack to do it.
What if you kill him twice the same way? Does he not revive?
If you kill him twice the same way, the second time it won't work. He'll be immune.
Huh. Neat.
You can't kill him twice the same way. There's one weakness to it. And that is, if you hit him with an attack powerful enough to kill through multiple of his lives, it does kill through multiple of his lives. But then he becomes immune.
So fucking weird. But okay. Huh?
To some extent, that ability is kind of overloading his power.
He's alive? You threw him all that way and he's still alive?
Apparently.
So, you're alive, brother. You may not be able to use You may not be able to use any magecraft, but I guess there was a reason you were chosen as a master. Fine. If you're going to put up a fight like this, then there was no point in me coming to Japan.
How do yours come through? Or...
Well, I got close to the mic and I changed my settings a while ago, and I made sure to give it voice.
Can't move. Calling the state I'm in alive would be a sort of an overstatement. Gunnar would be closer to the mark.
If it were my narration, I would have put it as Dia instead of Goner.
No, I'm not going to let you die that easily. I need to hurt you more and teach you how wonderful your life was up until this point. The silver-haired girl holds my head down. Cold, pale fingertips freeze my skull. I know somehow that I can't possibly go back to who I was before. I'm going to turn you into an ugly doll that won't be able to die. You're going to take Kiritsugu's place from now on. Holy shit, what? I muster the least bit of sense I have to hope Saber and Tosaka are safe.
Girl, she died in front of you.
She's, Kiritsugu's actual daughter.
Oh my god, I forgot about the Tiger Jojo! Oh my god!
Oh yay!
In other words, Dia, they're step-siblings.
She's not just saying brother to be cute?
Nope, they're actually step-siblings.
And technically Ilya is older.
After we finish this game, you definitely have to watch Zero.
Yeah. It creates so many plot holes in Fate Stay Night, but also it expands a lot on everything.
Yep.
It creates like 3 or 4 plot holes, and 2 of them are small.
Okay.
Girly pop.
I'm getting closer to the microphone, tabarnak. Alright.
Don't speak French, speak Japanese.
Oh, before we start, Dia?
Yes?
While we were reading and going through, I beat the insane AI again. Took about 20 minutes, but I got there.
Cool. Good job.
Reading at the same time made it harder, but it was interesting.
Just bragging at this point.
I'm gonna try to ignore that.
I'm just trying to bully Dia. It's fun.
I'm gonna try to not think about it.
I want her mad. I want her mad enough that she really gets good and crushes me.
Hey, Dia, you want to know what else you shouldn't think about in case you get mad? Being closer to 50 every single day of your life.
Shut up.
I don't want to think of
I'm
that.
too tired
That's not
to
true.
be fed by spite. I'm
Once
just
you get to
kind.
50, you start moving further away from 50.
That
Yeah.
is true.
Every day after 50 is a better day of your life, Dia.
You think?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, leaving the winter solstice. The days can only get longer from here.
Hmm.
And then you sundown.
Yep. Exactly.
Anyways, shall we do this? And then take a break?
Yes,
Yeah.
egg.
Alright, what was the voice again?
Doesn't matter, make a new one.
True.
You're peppy.
Hello! I'm Taiga Fujimura, the instructor of the Tiger Dojo, a segment of the game that sweeps your sorry deadass back up so you can get back up on your feet. The segment of everyone's dreams.
Hi, I'm Millie, and there's really no need for me to even be here, but I'm doing it as a favor for Taiga.
Why are you dressed like that?
The game just crashed!
As a note for why she's dressed like that, I think that's like the fucking gym uniform, the bloomers and shit. I don't know.
Even then, back then, when this thing came out, it was already, like, long gone.
Okay, thank God. It's really weird.
That's an anime staple.
I can't get over the fact that the game crashed.
The game crashed?
Yes. Taiga hit her sub so strongly that the game crashed.
Dia, this is because of your brother. It detected. Oh no, you're turning.
I'm turning what? Excuse me? Oh no. VPN is still running, so... Oh, I think Discord crashed. Like, it actually just froze. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording here. Bye bye, YouTube.